Smartphones are becoming predictable. Every brand promises better camera, faster processor, and more AI. So when I picked up the Infinix Hot 70 Pro 5G, there was only one question in my mind. What actually makes this phone different from every other phone? Now let's start with the design and the display. The first thing I noticed about the Infinix Hot 70 Pro 5G was the design. In a market where phones look exactly the same, this one at least tries to do something different. The back has this nice pattern that changes depending on how light hits it. I also like the matte finish because it doesn't pick up fingerprints easily. Even with a 6000 mAh battery, it doesn't feel too heavy or thick in the hand. So using it for long periods, you won't actually have any problem with this. On the front, you get a 6.7-inch display with 144Hz refresh rate, and probably one of my favorite things about this device. Everything feels smooth, whether you're scrolling, watching social media, videos, or switching between apps. I also had no issues using this phone outside. The screen is bright enough and you can see things clearly. One thing I've noticed is that phones are starting to look the same. Now my question is, do you prefer that brands keep it simple, or do you like designs like this that stand out? Let me know in the comments. Now, the design is not the only thing that caught my attention. There's this little display on the back, which Infinix calls the Active Matrix Cube. I'll be honest, when I first saw it, I thought it was a gimmick. But after using it for a while, my opinion has changed. And yes, it's still a gimmick, but it's a good one. It's not a reason you would buy this phone, but it's definitely a reason you remember it. I think every time someone picks this phone, the first thing they will ask is not about the camera and the battery. What they will ask is, what's this little screen at the back? So if Infinix wanted to make a phone that stands out, I would say they achieved that. What I like about this is the fact that it gives the phone its own identity. Most phones these days just look similar. Same screen, same back, same specs. And also, the Active Matrix lights up for incoming calls, charging notification, low battery, timers, music playback, and basic notifications so you can quickly tell what's happening with your phone without turning it over. It also lets you create your own pixel animation and lighting effects, which makes this phone feel more personal. There are also mini games which you can play. I would say it's not something you play every day, but if you're bored, this is something you can use to pass time. Next, let's talk about audio. The Hot 70 Pro 5G comes with a single firing speaker. It's loud enough for everyday use like YouTube, TikTok, and calls. But I actually wish this phone came with stereo speaker. It's one of those compromises I noticed on this phone. You know what? Let me play some sounds and you tell me how you feel about this speaker. Next, let's talk about battery. I feel like this is one thing you don't have to worry about with the Hot 70 Pro 5G. It packs a 6000 mAh battery, and for my usage, I could comfortably use it for a full day. If you use social media, YouTube, or gaming, you take a lot of photos, I think you will not use your charger that much. Heavy users should actually get a day, light users should get at least 2 days. With 45 hours fast charger, you can charge your phone in no time. Infinix says 10 minutes of charge can give you about 8 hours of usage. They also claim you can charge your device from 1% to 50% in 25 minutes, and a full charge takes about 63 minutes. Now, I didn't have time to do a charging test or a draining test, but if it's something you're interested in, let me know in the comments. I'll do a separate video for that. You also get bypass charging, which is a nice feature. This helps you charge directly to the board when you're gaming, so the phone doesn't overheat. Now let's talk about performance, which is one of those things you don't really notice till your phone start hanging or slowing down. Now the good thing is that this will never happen with the Hot 70 Pro 5G. This device is powered by the MediaTek Dimensity 7100 5G, but honestly, after using this phone for some days, I stopped thinking about the chipset, which is a good thing altogether. Whether you're making videos, editing, scrolling through social media, switching between apps, everything feels smooth on this device. Animation stayed smooth. There was never a time I tapped on something and it took time to respond. I also played games like PUBG, Call of Duty Mobile, and the phone handled both of these games very well. While playing game for long hours, the phone heat up a little, but it's nothing alarming. It's normal for devices in this price point. If you're someone that cares about Antutu benchmark score, this device scored 700K plus on Antutu, which tells you it's top of the range on mid-range devices. Now I'm curious, when you're buying a device, what is priority to you? Chipset, battery, brand name, or camera? Let me know in the comments. Next, let's move to security. Now the device comes with a side-mounted fingerprint sensor. It's fast. In one try, you can unlock this device, which is all we want. If you prefer face unlock, that is there too. It's fast too and reliable. Right above the fingerprint sensor, there's a one-tap button. By default, a long press launches Folax, which is Infinix's AI assistant, while a single press can open features like flash memo. The good thing is that you can customize this button to open any app on your phone. I changed mine to flash memo because that's one feature I use the most. It's a small addition, but after a few days, it became one of those shortcuts I used. Next, let's talk about camera. I know most of us are not printing photos. We just use this camera to take photos for social media, WhatsApp, IG, Telegram, TikTok, or X. For that, I think the Hot 70 Pro 5G actually does a good job, especially for the price point. The device comes with a 50MP Sony IMX882 sensor. I think the results speaks for themselves. During the day, photos come out sharp and colorful with details. The selfie camera is also reliable, whether you're taking selfies or recording stories for social media. Portrait mode is another area I think it performs well. It separates the subject from the background very well and is detailed. Another thing is that this device don't overly process images. Night photography is great too. Pictures come out colorful and with detail, but you need good lighting to achieve good photos with this device. Another feature I think people would like is the underwater camera. The device has IP68 rating, so if you're someone that likes to swim, you can take amazing photos with this device. Video camera is amazing too. You can take 2K videos with the front and the back cameras. You know what? Instead of me telling you all about this camera, let me show you pictures and videos I took with this phone. Next, let's talk about AI. Every smartphone seems to have AI features these days, but the question is, how many of these features are actually useful? After using the Hot 70 5G, I found a few that I genuinely liked. For example, Flash Memo. Instead of taking screenshots and forgetting about it, Flash Memo can organize it for you and generate titles, summaries, and tags, making it easier for you to find later. I also liked Scan to Doc. It turns your documents into clean scans without you needing an app. It's handy to scan receipts, notes, documents regularly. The third one is AI Search. There are a lot of AI search features on this phone. There's song identification, there's AI suggestion, there's even AI class timetable for students. Some of these you probably use often, while the others depends on how you use your phone. So we've come to the end of my review of the Hot 70 Pro 5G. Now the question is, what actually makes this phone special? Now, the first thing I can say off the top is the chipset. Dimensity 7100 chipset is a good chipset. It's a 5G chipset and it has a good Antutu score. Another thing I like is the camera. It's one of the best for the price point. It's a Sony sensor which tells you get good photos with good lighting. The battery too, 6000 mAh battery, you get all-day battery with this device. The only thing I can complain about is the mono speakers, and I don't think it's a deal breaker. Overall, I would say I like the design, the camera, the battery, the chipset, and if I rate it over 10, I would give it 8.5. A solid 8.5. I think it's a device to look out for. Anyways, as usual, like, share, and don't forget to subscribe. If you're new here, support the channel by subscribing. And also, let's have a conversation in the comments. Tell me what you think about this device and what you think about my review, and I'll see you guys in the next one.